Force is saying that this is a politically motivated attack. This attack on the army and the relief services, clear indication that bad elements feeling threatened by all the good work there that has been done by the government and the army.
Whenever the inclusive forces come into full form and full power, the separatists go into the bay, and that's what is being seen in Jammu Kashmir. Today, when the central government along with the state government are looking for the rehabilitation and the relief work of the people, the separatists are not to be seen. But definitely, whenever good is being done, there would be bad elements who would try to instigate against the good, and probably that element is getting active in Kashmir. But anyhow, we will see to it that such kind of things are not taken into account. We don't politicize this, and we work for the relief of the people who need relief there.
We have had problems in certain localities within the area of operation. We have divided Srinagar into 3 sectors, as you may be knowing.
Right.
But there's certain areas which are inaccessible, and some places slightly remote in interiors. We did face problems, and they continue to be slightly difficult to approach. And maybe it will take a little bit of time and a little bit more effort from the local police and administration to placate those people or residents. It will be better for us to do the operation in those far-reaching areas within the township, which have not been approached as of now.
Well, let's get you a quick update on Oscar Pistorius' verdict that was to be announced. The courts have found him not guilty. We should remember several charges against him with respect to the illegal possession of arms, unlawful shooting in a private place, as well as, of course, the charge of premeditated murder. The latest that we're getting in that he's been pronounced not guilty. We still need to get in some more details on the exact verdict.
So much power essentially rests in the hand of one judge. It is all the more crucial that that power is executed in a way that is transparent and that is fair and that is legally proper. And the only way to really
tasty, crunchy fried food with 80% less oil.
तो कल समोसे?
Philips Air Fryer. 100% great taste, 80% less oil. Innovation and you. Philips.
डाउनलोड करें मेक माई ट्रिप का मोबाइल ऐप और जीते कैश हर रोज 10% कैशबैक फॉर एवरीवन, 50% कैशबैक फॉर 50 विनर्स एवरी डे एंड 100% कैशबैक फॉर 10 विनर्स एवरी डे. बुक फास्टर, सेव बिगर विद मेक माई ट्रिप मोबाइल ऐप.
This is our Connect with CNN-IVN initiative.
Putting the focus on your opinions.
There is no need for the Prime Minister's travel.
If the Prime Minister goes to smaller places, the expenditure would come down.
I support the idea and I want her to go to other cities.
Your concerns.
If there is somebody who is harming a domestic health, you need to take a strict action.
Such brutality is taking place in our society these days.
We can perform well in our offices because someone is working in our homes.
Your voice.
See, the duty of the Indian doctor to serve the particular country where it is in crisis.
They should not leave that country.
The person who doesn't attend should definitely not be given the place in the Rajya Sabha.
Live. Connect with CNN-IVN. Weekdays at 6:30 p.m.
कान में उन लोगों की चीखें गूंज रही हैं जो मेरे भरोसे यहाँ आए और मैं उन्हें बचा नहीं पाई. ये लड़ाई सबसे ज्यादा मेरी है.
When you say to me, in answer to my question, how do we revive an administration that's just disappeared? All you and Dr. Karan Singh can say is either it's essential to revive it or it will happen over a period of time. But the problem is time isn't on our side.
I'm not saying it will happen. The people out there, they're quite capable of looking after it. That is why certain suggestions have been made about the kind of government you need over there, so as to be able to revive the structure of the government.
General Jaswal, the impression that is being left at the end of our discussion is that we have a really critical situation in Kashmir where, other than the army, there isn't a functioning institution. The civilian government has literally evaporated. The police are not visible. Officials elsewhere in Jammu are functioning perfectly, but then Jammu has its own problems. Officials from other parts of the valley, as Dr. Karan Singh pointed out, cannot really come in because, first of all, who's organizing for them to come in? And secondly, where will they stay when they come? Because the valley and Srinagar are decimated. It sounds hopeless. And I hate to use that word because I don't want to create any panic, but it still sounds hopeless.
Well, I do agree with Mr. Wajahat Habibullah that the divisional headquarters in Srinagar have been pulverized and there's a certain degree of paralysis. There is a certain time period which is required to come back for them. And the army is always there. We are structured to take on such emergencies. The NDRF has come in. We can sustain for a period wherein the state administration in Srinagar, I'm sure, will get activated. The initial state, the basic problem there is communication. Whom do they communicate with? How do they rally at a particular point? So these kind of difficulties are there, but the suggestion which was given that outside, say, Srinagar area, Baramulla, etc., what Atta Hasnain was making a mention of, those people could be, collected, and they could become a force in itself to support the armed forces' efforts. The army is always there. They will continue to do the job.
I'm going to come back to your suggestion of governor's rule. If I'm right in my recall, I think Dr. Karan Singh endorsed it as well. It would be one way of providing a civilian government, but with a very large military component doing the necessary rescue rehabilitation functions. How quickly do you think we need to move? I don't want to create a sense of panic. I don't want to be someone who sounds as if we are dismissing unelected government. We're clearly not. But we have a crisis situation where time is not on our side.
The real question is consultation with the existing civilian government, because without the cooperation of the existing civilian government, if you impose governor's rule, it will be counter-effective.
So you're saying Mr. Modi should pick up the phone and speak to Umar Abdullah and say, I have a feeling we're reaching a tipping point. Do you?
Who examined the girlfriend after she was shot. He tells how Pistorius fought to save Steenkamp's life, his girlfriend's life, after shooting, and begged to God not to let her die. But, of course, the defense has found...
J.R.L. Milton, A Stab in the Dark, a case of aberratio ictus, 1968, page 85, SALJ, 115 at 118. See also Glenville Williams, 138, close brackets. A's intention is directed at a specific predetermined individual, although he's in error as to the exact identity of that.
He's actually seeing the situation as it is. He knows the challenges. Does he require the intervention of the government of India at this stage to be able to set matters right? Or does he feel that he can do it himself? If he feels he can do it himself, then certainly he should go ahead and do it himself.
Sheena Shafi, I'm going to go back to you for that thought that was in the Indian Express today, expressed by IAS officers and magistrates, that the anger, the frustration that you're seeing when the waters recede could boil into something worse. The paper actually talks about the possibility of law and order. Dr. Karan Singh said, let's not go to doomsday scenarios so quickly, and he's right. But do you share that concern, or do you think this is just journalistic exaggeration?
No. The moment the water settles down, the dead bodies are going to come out. We still don't know how many are alive, who were stuck, and how many have flown. So it is definitely going to create a panic. But my prime concern is that what we were just talking about, that Umar Abdullah should leave it aside, his politics, his government, and go up to the center and ask for the help, the immediate help. We're not concerned about what panic it's going to create after the water settles. Right now we have the major panic, we have the major crisis going on in Srinagar.
Dr. Karan Singh, you've served as governor, you've served as a central minister, you're a politician. Oh, we've lost Dr. Karan Singh at that point. What a pity. I want to put that to you. You know the Abdullahs personally. You've worked at the very epicenter of government. What do you think is the advice Umar Abdullah is getting? Because in a situation like this, he's also got to critically depend upon what his most trusted advisors say to him. He cannot simply do everything on his own. What sort of advice is he getting about either continuing or handing over to an authority that can tackle the challenge
Unfortunately,
better?
that is a question that I cannot answer at all, because of the fact that his own father is away in England, as you know, under treatment. He would be, I don't know who he is in communication with, because I have not been able to communicate with him
But it's possible that at the most critical time he may not get the best advice.
It's possible, but he is a sensible young man, and hopefully, as you know, I mean, you have been a great admirer of his abilities, so he is a sensible young man. I'm sure he will take the right decision. The feedback that we are giving him from your channel here today is that the administration is seen by the public to be non-existent. So what would he like to do now?
रुकिए मिस्टर, ये क्या कर रहे हैं आप?
थैंक
यू तो ठीक है, क्या आप में 1 2
Therefore, serve no purpose to say anything more about it. We are clearly dealing with error in objecto or error in persona, in that the blow was meant for the person behind the toilet door who the accused believed was an intruder. The blow struck and killed the person behind the door. The fact that the person behind the door turned out to be the deceased and not an intruder is irrelevant. The starting point, however, once more, is whether the accused had the intention to kill the person behind the toilet door whom he mistook.
फैमिली को अच्छा रखे, क्योंकि जो ये काम कर रहे हैं वो बहुतों के लिए अच्छा काम है. जिस चीज का कैंसर का है, एड्स का है, जिस चीज का कोई इलाज नहीं है, लोग ऐसे इतने मर रहे थे, अब उनकी
ये तो आप मानोगे कि इतनी जल्दी रिजल्ट्स नहीं मिलते, लेकिन अगर मैं यही बात आपसे इक्विटी म्यूचुअल फंड्स के लिए कहूं तो आप मानोगे? मान जाइए, अच्छे रिटर्न्स पाने के लिए टाइम दीजिए. लॉग ऑन टू जानो तो मानो.
वीडियोकॉन D2H में अनलिमिटेड रिकॉर्डिंग. टीवी को पॉज करो, प्रेम से इंटरप्ट हो जाओ, और सिर्फ ₹1 में इंडियन वैल्यूज को मेंटेन रखो. वीडियोकॉन D2H फॉर इंडियन वैल्यूज.
पतंजलि एक ऐसा नाम जो हर अग्नि परीक्षा में खरा उतरा, जिसने प्रामाणिकता एवं शुद्धता के साथ कभी समझौता नहीं किया. इसी विश्वसनीयता को बरकरार रखते हुए पतंजलि लेकर आया है घूंट घूंट में ताजगी एवं स्फूर्ति के लिए 7 प्रकार के फ्रूट जूस. आम, संतरा, लीची, अमरूद, सेब, अनानास एवं मिक्स फ्रूट जूस के रूप में सभी पतंजलि.
अगर गंगा नदी की सफाई ऐसे ही की गई तो गंगा 200 सालों में भी साफ नहीं होगी.
मुझे मेरी खोई हुई पहचान दिला दो, मेरे मिटते हुए वजूद को बचा लो.
गंगा के किनारे खड़े होकर के संकल्प करके जाना है, अब हम काशी को गंगा नहीं होने दें, अब हम गंगा जी को गंगा नहीं होने दें.
गंगा के लिए शान की बाजी लगा दी जाएगी, जिंदगी की बाजी लगा दी जाएगी. गंगा मैया की.
खास खबरों के प्रस्तुत करता है MDH, प्रकृति जैसी शुद्धता हमारी पहचान. MDH मसाले, द रियल स्पाइस ऑफ इंडिया. सह प्रायोजक दीमक का दुश्मन इंसेक्टिसाइड्स इंडिया का नया लीथल एडवांस.
दिल्ली में सरकार बनाने के हक में है अमित शाह. एक अखबार को कहा, कोई हमें समर्थन दे तो हम सरकार बनाने को तैयार. दिल्ली में सरकार गठन पर शीला के बयान से कांग्रेस में घमासान. हारूफ यूसुफ ने कहा, बयान चौंकाने वाला. मुकेश शर्मा ने बताया, बयान को निजी. शीला ने कहा था, नंबर हैं तो बीजेपी बनाए सरकार.
11 की 13वीं बरसी आज. अमेरिकी राष्ट्रपति बराक ओबामा का ऐलान, आईसिस का मिटा देंगे नामो निशान.
Broad coalition to roll back this terrorist threat. Our objective is clear. We will degrade and ultimately destroy ISIL through a comprehensive.
दिल्ली में सरकार बनाने पर अब भी बहस जारी. सूत्रों के मुताबिक सरकार बनाने के पक्ष में बीजेपी अध्यक्ष अमित शाह. कहा, कोई नहीं चाहता दोबारा चुनाव.
The concerns expressed by not only the subcommittee but also various chief ministers with regards to this particular part or this particular initiative within the policy is something that we are already reviewing, but like I said, the conversation will pertain to the platform of CAPE. Insofar as the National Academic Depository,
गुजरात से हूँ और मेरे पापा का मेरे ससुर का कांटेक्ट नंबर है 9824053014.
Right, we use that number and we are now being joined by our father-in-law, Mr. Ajit Champanelli. तो थोड़ी तसल्ली मिली आपको और आपकी फैमिली को?
ठीक है मैडम, थैंक यू.
CNN IBN's Connect doing its bit as Jammu and Kashmir battles its worst flood in almost a century. Hello everyone, I'm Shreya Dhondial. In the other headlines that we are tracking.
We do know about 171 sorties have been conducted. This includes the transport plane. A big push has come in from the helicopter unit. About 140 tons of food supply has been unloaded.
More than 1 lakh rescued, but 6 lakhs still remain stranded. The Indian Air Force airdrops 140 tons of food supplies overnight. 385 tons of food has been sent to Srinagar today.
Now we were rescued and we are safe now, and we are thinking about the remaining students who are there.
खाना बहुत कम मिला है सर, सुबह केवल टी मिला.
Harrowing tales as flood waters recede. NIT students from Andhra Pradesh went without food or water for days, confined in their classrooms in Srinagar. They're now back in Delhi. Before we get you those ground reports, a quick look at the other big headlines we are tracking this hour. The slum around Bombay Airport are a grave security threat, says the Civil Aviation Ministry. Writes to the Maharashtra government, urging them to rehabilitate 90,000 slum dwellers. This is a CNN IBN exclusive. Temporary relief for bar owners in Kerala. The Supreme Court directs the state not to cancel their licenses till the 30th of September. Asks the High Court to hear a plea against prohibition.
Akhilesh government in Amit Shah charge sheet case. Muzaffarnagar court returns charges, cites discrepancies in the sections invoked against BJP chief in the alleged hate speech.
They're deceased.
We are keeping a close watch over there on the verdict on the South African Blade Runner Oscar Pistorius, who's accused of killing his girlfriend Reeva Steenkamp on the 14th of February 2013. The judge is reading out the verdict. It's still in progress. We're keeping a watch when it comes, to the operative point, towards the conclusion. We go back live over there to South Africa. In the meantime, let's just tell you about Pakistan's terror axis, which is once again being revealed.
Believed that at the time he fired shots into the toilet door, the deceased was in the bedroom while the intruders were in the toilet. This belief was communicated to a number of people shortly after the incident. At 300 hours 19, the accused disclosed this to Johan Stander when he requested him to come quickly to his house. At 3:22, he told his version to Carisfield after the incident. At 300 hours 19, the accused disclosed this to Johan Stander when he requested him to come quickly to his house. Arrived at the accused house, and lastly, it was told to the police at about 4 o'clock in the morning the same day. Counsel for the defense correctly argued that it was highly improbable that the accused would have made this up so quickly and be consistent in his version even at the bail application before he had access to the police docket and before he was privy to the evidence on behalf of the state at the bail application. The question is, did the accused foresee the possibility of the resultant death, yet persisted in his deed, reckless whether death ensured or not? In the circumstances of this case,
has been put down. So that was the biggest charge, carrying the maximum punishment of up to 25 years in this case. So actually,
Lokpriya, so was it all for the greed of money? What more information do you have on this?
Well, the arrest of Arun Selvarajan, one of the key suspects, is a big breakthrough for the NIA in the espionage case. This particular Arun Selvaraj was an associate of Tamim Ansari, who was arrested 2 years back in Tiruchi, from Tiruchi airport. So when we look at Arun Selvaraj, he is a Sri Lankan national and he has 2 passports, one Indian and another Sri Lankan, and he works in an event management company here in Chennai, which is unregistered. It is through this event management company that he had gained access to several vital installations and several key areas here in Chennai, and when the police arrested him, they had found out photographs of key installations, so that really helped them to nail this particular guy. And also another breakthrough that the police received in this particular case is that when they were interrogating Tamim Ansari, he had talked about this particular person, that is Arun Selvaraj, who was involved in this particular case. So it is based on the tip-off from Tamim Ansari, Arun Selvaraj has been now caught. So his arrest will prove to be a major breakthrough for the NIA.
Do the police believe that there could be other people, who are also suspects, people who could also be associates of Selvarajan?
Well, yes, we need to remember that Siddiqui had been sourcing recruits from southern Tamil Nadu, and he found that Tamim Ansari was one of his men, and when during the interrogation of Tamim Ansari, he had mentioned about other people as well who are involved in this particular in this particular attack. So definitely there are other people who are involved in this. Further interrogation will reveal more details on this particular case.
All right, Lokpriya in Chennai, thanks very much for joining us. Now, the Congress has taken divergent views on Delhi government formation, while Sheila Dixit has supported the BJP's claim over government formation.
This trial as they considered the murder count #1. Let's cross over to Kelly Phelps, our legal expert. And did we get a call there? Count 1 is completely out?
Of fuel to meet the shortage there. PMO officials, we learn, have also contributed a day's salary for flood relief. And on the rescue front, there have been more than 170 Air Force sorties overnight. They airdropped 140 tons of food supplies. Anubhav Bhosle sending us this report from the Srinagar Air Base.
The military airbase early this morning perhaps looks empty, which is only a good sign, which means most of the aircraft of the Indian Air Force are already out on sorties, either on rescue missions or dropping off relief material. The numbers are looking very encouraging. Almost about 140 tons of food supply has come in over the night, so this military airbase has continued the process of unloading. About 171 sorties, this includes the transport plane, and a big push by the helicopter unit have taken place yesterday, which means almost about 2,200 people have been rescued. About 4,000 have been sent out of the valley. While these numbers really may look small, looking at the magnitude of the entire tragedy, remember this is still work in progress. There are thousands who are still stranded at some of the places in Srinagar. The areas of Rajbagh in particular, the areas near Gupkar in particular are still focus areas. But remember the message that's going out from the Indian Air Force.
All right, that was Anubhav Bhosle reporting from the Srinagar Air Base. We are back to South Africa, where a judge is delivering her verdict in the Oscar Pistorius case.
On saying that would be true, except for one thing, that he had explicitly excluded the possibility in his mind that it could be Reeva Steenkamp behind the door. And because of that, he cannot have the legal definition of intent to murder. And essentially, without saying it in so many words, the judge has preferred the defense's legal interpretation of the definition of legal or constructive intent in South African law, preferred that over the state's version, and that has left her with no option but to acquit him of the murder charge. Of course, we still have to hear about the culpable homicide charge, which is the negligent killing charge and also a very serious offense, but she has taken an early break for lunch now, and we will hear about the
30-35,000 से अधिक लोगों को तो एनडीआरएफ के जवानों ने रेस्क्यू किया है। शेष हमारे बहादुर सेना के जवानों ने भी, सेना के वायु सेना के जवानों ने भी रेस्क्यू करने में कामयाबी हासिल की है। वैसे वहाँ पर जो कुछ भी फूड पैकेट्स चाहिए, अन्य जो आवश्यक सामग्री होती है, मेडिकल असिस्टेंस, इन सब सारी चीज़ों के लिए बराबर दिल्ली से एक प्लेन के माध्यम से वहाँ पर चीज़ों को भेजा जा रहा है।
I'd like to compliment all my troops who are working around the clock to put all these bridges in place. Like Borivali Nala has been connected, and also now TDR. We are right now in TDR Nala. This is primarily to help out our own troops as well as all the civilian people who are around here, and also this will also help in the trade process between Pakistan, POK, and India also. So therefore, considering all these factors, we have decided to launch this bridge, and it will be completed by afternoon today, you will see. So the entire area needs to be connected for all this purpose that I said.
बेसिकली हमारे जो डेली इनपुट आ रही है वो डेली हमारे डिप्टी कमिश्नर साहब जो हमारे चेयरमैन रिलीफ ऑपरेशन है और डिप्टी रेड क्रॉस के हैं, उनकी एक टीम बनी है जो पूरी अपडेट कर रही है। डेली बेस पे हमें अपडेट आ रहा है पूरे इंटायर डिस्ट्रिक्ट रजौरी से। आपको पता है रजौरी रूरल एरिया है और हिली डिस्ट्रिक्ट है, और इसमें फ्लड सिचुएशन से कैजुअलिटीज तो हुई है, लेकिन फ्लड सिचुएशन से काफ़ी माली नुकसान हुआ है। तो हमें इसके लिए जो रिलीफ ऑपरेशन है वो रेड क्रॉस है, जो रिलीफ ऑपरेशन है कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की तरफ से और हमारे स्टेट्स की तरफ से और रेड क्रॉस की तरफ से बहुत मटेरियल आ रहा है, और भाई जहाज़ों से डेली हमें एक सामान आ रहा है, और हम बाई रोड इवन पंजाब, जलंधर, पठानकोट से और अमृतसर से सामान मंगवा रहे हैं। और हमारा ये जो ऑपरेशन है